Aloha and welcome everyone to Maui Nonprofit Notes, the weekly radio show where we talk story with Maui's nonprofit executive directors and staff to find out how they're working to support the needs within our community. Maui Nonprofit Notes is generously sponsored by Pacific Source. If you're building or remodeling a home, you've just got to check out Pacific Source's cabinet and appliance showroom in the Waikapu Bayshard. I'm Susie Tiemann, Executive Director of Lokahi Pacific and President of the Maui Nonprofit Directors Association. It's my pleasure to introduce, what is this, third week in a row?
Yes, third
Boy,
week.
this is becoming a habit. I like it. I like
know,
it.
Yeah.
We've got Cesar Gaxiola, who is the Executive Director of the J. Walter Cameron Center, as our co-host today. Welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing just fine. So it's a pleasure to be back at the show with you.
And I was watching you this morning up at the council. I'm sitting at my desk working, watching on TV and watching you guys all sweat as you get up there in front of the microphone and plead your cause. And boy, there's a lot of new causes this year.
It is, it is a lot of, I was surprised by that. I've been testifying for the past 20 years. And, this year, this is the first time I see so many new organizations.
New organizations, yeah.
New collaborations. I was just surprised with some of the testimony. And this agency helping with this, and this other agency with this, and this other agency with that.
That's great.
It's just amazing. Yeah.
Well, I heard one that was just astounding to me, and that was a group that said, we're all volunteers. We're not going to take any pay. We want X amount of money to do this program. And I'm thinking, I don't think they understand the system. You've got to have some sort of an organization and some staff to handle the paperwork that goes with a grant. You can't, well, whatever. We'll see how they come out if they get their grant.
Well, and it was a new experience. For some of us today, we got it there to testify, and then we had the hand signal. Come closer. No, step back.
Microphone.
Yeah, the microphone, and then I testifying, and oh no, you're too close.
It was being touchy, yes.
So anyway, I lost my
train of thought.
My train of thought. I was like, okay, never mind. Thank you, everybody.
So your 3-minute speech became a minute. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's still going strong. So they expected to get through a couple of the different departments today, and I don't think they're going to get there.
No, they don't. I left after 11, and I think that was like maybe 2/3 at the most.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Wow. It's going to go after lunch. They're going to come back and still be having open testimony.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be crazy. And then tonight they've got the public hearing for property tax. So they can only go until like 4:30 at the most this afternoon, which means there's going to be a lot carried over till tomorrow.
Wow. So that is happening right there on the county building too?
Yeah.
Oh, because this morning only one elevator was working. So
oh, gee.
we had long lines, and then everybody, trying to go on the staircase. But some people open the door and then look the staircase. And oh, never mind. I'll wait for the elevator.
That's a long walk, 8 floors. Whoa. Well, 7 floors, I guess it is, if you come in on the upper level.
Yes, yeah.
But anyway, so who do we have with us today, Cesar?
Today with us, we have Miley from Imua Family Services.
Thanks for having me, guys.
And then, of course, on this side, we have Ray Chandler with Community Workday. But I know Community Workday has a new name, huh?
Oh, and
How did you know?
She's going to announce that in the second half.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
that's
sorry.
so exciting.
Suspense.
Oh, so sorry. You can say anything.
The suspense is
I
crazy.
spilled the soup over here.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Don't leave at the break, folks. You've got to hear this
The
name.
unveiling.
Yes. So we're going to start off with Miley John, who is the, as you said, Camp Imua coordinator.
Yes.
Over at Imua Family Services. And before the show, we were talking about some of the things that have to do with this, the Paddle Imua, which is kind of a pre-Camp Imua event.
Yes.
And this is the second year for it.
This is the second year for Paddle Imua. This is actually our biggest fundraiser in the year for Camp Imua, and we're really excited. Last year, when we launched the event, we had no idea what the success would be like, and last year we recruited 150 paddlers for Paddle Imua. So in our second year, we're hoping to recruit 220. So that's kind of our goal. So we're excited, but all the proceeds benefit the Camp Imua program. So we're really excited.
And the registration fee for a someone who wants to get in the race?
So the registration fee for racers is $50. Now the race is held on the Maliko Run, so a lot of paddlers know what the Maliko Run is. It starts at Maliko Gulch and then goes 9.5 miles down to Kahului Harbor and ends at our hosting canoe club, Hawaiian Canoe Club, where we have a finish party and an after party. And all the racers' registrations will benefit the Kampimua program, and you can register on our Padalimua website, which is www.padalimua.com.
Cool. Now, the Maliko Run, Gulch Run, that's a practice run for a lot of people. They do it 3 times a week, 4 times a week.
Yeah, definitely. It is a practice run for a lot of people, but I think the Maliko Run is just so much fun for folks because it's a downwind run and people just connect the bumps all the way down and surf the whole entire way down. So, our event's it's a non-competitive event. It's lots of fun. So it's a great run. It's for a great cause.
Yeah, that's great. And it's open to all ages.
It's open to all ages, all paddling disciplines in stand-up paddle, OC1, and prone paddleboard, and all levels.
Miley, that was new to me. What is a prone?
Prone paddleboards are the lay-down paddleboards, or as my good friend Kaimana Lee Brummel at Hawaiian Canoe Club calls them, torture sticks.
Oh, okay. So your face is down
so you'll be doing a prone, is what you're saying, Cesar.
I don't know if I want to do that.
My first thought was bodyboard style.
I mean,
Not really.
It's basically you're laying down and paddling like you would on a surfboard, except you're doing it for 9.5 miles.
Oh, wow.
How's your arms?
I don't think
strong neck and
Shoulders,
back.
Yeah.
Strong neck and back.
Incredible. Now, okay, so they take off from Maliko Gulch at what time of day?
So it's May 4th, Saturday, May 4th, which is next Saturday, and our registration at Maliko Gulch will open at 10 a.m., and the official race blessing will be around 12:30, and then we're going to start our heats at 1 p.m. And some of the people at the beginning of the pack are really quick. So even though we're starting at 1, some people will finish at 2:15. So
wow.
They're really fast.
Wow.
Are really good paddlers.
Cesar, I think we'll let them go ahead of us.
Yes, in front of us. Yeah. Can we start the day before? No.
We'd still see them pass us. Yeah. Oh, this just really sounds great. So now they get down to Hawaiian Canoe Club, coming in anywhere from 2:00 to 4:30.
I would say we'd probably get the last person around 4. I mean, it really depends. If it's windy and there's wind swell, then obviously people will be able to glide right down the coast. If there's no wind, which I'm praying that there's wind, then it will be like you're sweeping cement.
Yes,
so it might take people a little bit longer.
That's a good way to put it, sweeping cement.
Yeah.
I like that.
The times that I've paddled that there's been no wind, that's what it feels like to me. So.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So you are competing too then?
No,
okay.
I will be the event manager on the day, running around.
So you're gonna be the
She has to keep it
crazy
organized.
lady, keeping it all together.
Watchful eye there.
The watchful eye, yes.
Yes.
The all-knowing eye.
Okay, so now as they are paddling across the ocean or along the shore, whatever you want to call it, you've also got some things happening at the Canoe Club.
Yes, what we do is we invite all of our Kampimua, Kamaili'i, all the special needs children that benefit from the program. We invite them to the Padalimua finish party, and it happens a little bit earlier for them because obviously they're not paddling in the main race. So we start keiki activities at 12 p.m., and those keiki activities this year are going to be offered by Pacific Whale Foundation. So they are doing, I think, a little live aquarium, some arts and crafts, some ocean education projects for the kids. So there's things for the kids to do while they're there. And I think we might also have face painting and possibly Jordan the Bubble Man, who's pretty cool. Jordan knows how to get some gigantic bubbles going on. And then we'll also have a bouncy castle that is being donated by Alakai Party Rentals. So lots of fun for kids.
Wow.
And then we also have food and beverages that once the racers start coming across the finish line, those will be offered, and our sponsors this year are Sansei Seafood Restaurant and Sushi Bar, and then our official beer sponsor, Maui Brewing Company.
Well, they know how to put a party together,
Yeah.
don't
So
they?
lots of fun
Sounds
stuff.
pretty cool.
Yeah. And then for all the parents, we also have a silent auction going on during the finish event. And then after the main race, we're actually launching our first annual Imua-Fun stand-up relay. So for all the folks who couldn't compete in the main race, or maybe didn't want to compete in the main
Right.
race because it is a long race, we will be having a fun stand-up relay that will be happening just off the shore there of Hawaiian Canoe Club, and it's Jungle Rules. We're taking
Jungle Rules.
Yeah, 20 teams of 5 people, and just as long as you get around the buoy and finish, whoever finishes first wins. And then we're also giving out an award for the most kolohe, so the people who are who are cheating will maybe also get a prize too, or they will get a prize.
So how far is the buoy?
So the buoy, I mean, it's just offshore. It's
Oh.
it's just right there. It's just a quick sprint.
Oh, okay.
And we're encouraging that some of our Campi Mua kids get involved in the relay as well. So they'll hopefully, we'll have a few of them out on the water, joining in as honorary team members on some of those teams.
Cool.
Oh, you wanna participate, Susie? This is a short run.
Yeah, right. I don't think it's short enough. It'd take me longer than that to get up on the board. It sounds like a great event.
Yeah, no, we're really excited. This is our 37th year of Campi Mua, and without fundraising events like Paddle Mua, and now that Paddle Mua has become so big, we're able to continue with our Campi Mua program, and also we're starting to expand our Campi Mua program. So this year we're actually doing a deaf youth camp project that we're doing a pilot project and launching it along this year's traditional week of Campi Mua. So yeah, with our fundraising success with Paddle Mua, we're really able to start growing our program. After 37 years, we're going to start growing it. So
Well, it's been sold out every year, right?
yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah,
that's
pretty
what
much.
we really want to do is we, like I said, with funding success and the 37 years of success, we just figure, why limit it to just 50 campers?
Yes,
If
yeah.
we start specializing, then we can actually open it up to, other kids throughout Maui County, and maybe even, as a long-term goal, open it up to the children of the state of Hawaii. So have it open for the whole state.
So what is the date again for the
So
Campi Mua?
the dates for Campi Mua this year are going to be June 8th to the 13th. And you can find out more about Campi Mua on our agency website, which is www.imuafamilyservices.org. And all the information that anyone would need to know if their child wants to be one of our special needs campers, or if you want to volunteer. There's about 300 volunteers that come out for Campi Mua every year. And those volunteer applications are also on our website. And we're excited. It's the most fun work week of the year.
And you need volunteers for almost everything.
For everything. I mean, most of our volunteers come out and they spend a whole week with one specific child and are caretakers and, do every activity with that child. But we also need people to, be hands to lift things or put things together or help organize things. So, I mean, there's so much going on at camp that we always need volunteers. And, nonprofits, we run on our volunteer force. So,
Definitely.
and we definitely have a really wonderful and dedicated volunteer force for Campi Mua, but we always like new volunteers.
Right.
So
It's
the
a fun time.
volunteers, they go on the whole time of the camp is going, or you get them by shifts, or how that
No,
works?
they stay with us the whole entire week.
Oh, wow.
And we're absolutely exhausted by the end of the week, but in the best possible way. In the best possible way. We just, I think what the campers walk away with and the volunteers walk away with is very equal. The campers benefit, and then the volunteers feel very uplifted as well. So it's an amazing opportunity for anyone. I highly encourage anyone who would ever be interested to come and check us out.
Is there an age minimum for volunteers?
For
at camp?
volunteers, it's 15 and up.
Okay. So the kids can get involved.
Oh, yeah.
Great. On that note, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Aloha from Pacific Source, and thank you for your support over the years. Pacific Source has offered more of what builders and homeowners value most in building materials and cabinet design. We've done this by offering superior customer service and products, as well as by designing kitchens and baths that are intelligent and elegant while staying true to your vision and budget. visit our showroom in Waikapu in Central Maui, where we display a variety of cabinets as well as top-name appliances like Sub-Zero, Wolf, Viking, KitchenAid, and more. We display countertops, tile and wood flooring, and several brands of windows and doors, including Fleetwood multi-slides and La Cantina folding doors. Come in and talk to our designers about making your dreams become a reality. From concept to completion, we really believe our attention to detail and superior service are what sets us apart. Let us show you what we mean. We are a Pacific Source at 515 East Oahe Way in the Consolidated Base Yard in Waikapu, just off Waiko Road. Call us at 986-0380. That's 986-0380, or look us up online at packsource.com.
So it's good then, yeah.
And we are back, and we're talking, we're talking camp, and we're talking paddling with Miley John from Imua Family Services. She's the Camp Imua coordinator, and Johnny on the spot for the paddling. Going to keep her eyes out.
I like that, Johnny on the spot. It goes along with my last name, John. Johnny on the spot.
Oh, cool, huh?
Yeah.
Wonder where that came from. That just popped out. That's what I like about this show. It's just
Yes.
hello, it just happens. I don't know. I have no idea where these things come from.
You
But
never know.
That's got to be just an exciting day. I mean, like, you've only had your first one.
Right.
And the second one, is, as you're looking for it, it's going to be even better and greater and bigger and
More people.
more
Yeah,
people.
definitely.
Yeah, more people at the start. Hopefully, more people at the finish. If somebody needs to drop out of a race like that, they just go to shore somewhere along that route.
Oh, we have a dedicated safety crew that is
Okay.
accountable for all the racers that are
Okay.
on the water, and then our timing crew also is keeping track of who's coming in. and-
Okay. So are these boats that are out in the water?
Yes, we have chase boats, we have jet skis.
Oh, wow.
We are full in Handsome Bugga Productions.
Helicopters.
We don't have a helicopter this year, but we had one last year.
Oh, wow.
A drone.
A drone.
There might be a drone out there.
Really?
There might be a drone helicopter.
You never know, yeah.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, that's what they say. That's the way to do it. They say. You know,
Yeah.
because you can see what. I mean, it's got a camera, so
Yeah.
you can see exactly what's going on out there. And yet
Yes.
nobody has to sit on the plane and.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, one really cool thing that we're doing this year, social media being the way that everyone is connecting these days, we will actually be doing some live social media feed from a chase boat out on the water, which is really cool. So little short video clips of people catching glides, and wonderful photos from on water. Because oftentimes with a long distance race, there's kind of a whole portion of the race that spectators don't see. So
Right.
with our social media crew out on the water, they're able to kind of report live
Yeah, that's cool.
from some of the happenings
You know,
happening
I
on
love
the
that.
water.
You know, I used to live in Indiana, and we'd always go to the Indianapolis 500. We'd get down in the track area, and 3/4 of the race you don't see because it's a 2-mile track or 2.5-mile track, and they go around 200 times. And so for a period of time, you see them whoom, 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 right? And then you hear nothing, you see nothing, and then about a few minutes later, it's whoom, whoom, here they come again. And there was one race where they had a big pile up on the first turn out of the start, and we're over on like turn 3, so your back is to 1, right?
Yeah.
And they said they're off. We heard that announcement, and nothing happened. We're sitting there going, what? What's going on? Where'd they go? The detour somewhere? They go down through Indianapolis or what? And somebody said, turn around and look. And here was this big smoke-filled area. They'd had a crash on that first turn. And out of the 33 cars that started, there was like 15 left in the race by the time they got to the second turn on the first lap.
Oh, wow.
And that was a very boring day, I got to tell you.
I can imagine. Hopefully you brought your Kindle, you started reading right away.
No, that was way back before that.
Oh,
We're talking years ago.
no Kindles.
No Kindles at that
No.
stage.
Miley, let me ask you something. You can tell that I'm not much of a water guy.
Okay.
So when you say paddling, how the paddle is two guys together, one person?
So these are all one-man crafts. So we had OC2s last year, but we didn't have a lot of participation. But we had lots of one-man outrigger canoe paddlers. So we're sticking to that program, and so it's all disciplines in stand-up paddle, OC1, and prone.
I see. So when you say 220, that would be 220 individuals.
220 individuals out on the water.
Wow. Yeah, because sometimes I've seen people coming in with canoes of 10, 14 people in it. So,
Oh yeah.
So that's something different there.
That's something. Well, we I think in years to come we might want to do like some 6-man teams, but we haven't really dabbled in that yet. So.
The creative juices are flowing. I can see as she's talking.
Yeah,
Yes,
no, I mean we have a great title sponsors, Bluesmiths Crafted Waterwear, and they've been with us the whole entire time that we had the concept for the idea for this event, and who knows, we might have 6-man teams next year.
Who knows?
As well.
You saw how she put the interrogation sign. Who knows?
Yeah. The interesting thing, we can't say the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
What do you say when it comes to water?
The ocean is the limit.
Come on. There is no limit.
There is none. And I mean, I think it's good to have an event like this because here in Hawaii, our lives are so connected to the ocean.
Yeah.
And what I think is really cool too is that, a lot of the kids that come out for camp, sometimes being at camp and going to our beach day is the first time that some of these campers who have lived their whole lives on Maui are going to the ocean, or but they're always surrounded by it and they're always aware of it. So being able to have an ocean event that benefits camp and these kids getting to see their athletic heroes, it gives them a real sense of connectiveness.
You do get some pros and some the high school standouts and so forth come to this?
Absolutely. Our honorary co-chair this year for the event is stand-up champion Andrea Moeller, and we just absolutely love her. She's just the most delightful person and such an amazing athlete. She's a mom and she's also an EMT, so she totally understands the kind of love and caring we put around all of our kids that come up to Camp Imua. And then also because she's an EMT, she understands the health aspect of what we do at Imua Family Services. And the fact that she's an athlete, just makes her all around just a very, very cool person. So we love her. And we have also a ton of athletes that come out for the event as well, that are pros that have really taken to heart this event. There's so many competitive paddle events throughout the state of Hawaii, and I think we really struck a chord with Paddle Imua in the sense that, it's this fun paddle event. The pro paddlers out on the water, they might compete with one another, but at the end of the day, the benefit is for the kids, and we really drive that point home at the event, and I think they really feel it too.
Definitely. Hey, so on this type of event, you have a lot of family and a lot of followers that will come to the to the point of Gulf
Maliko
Gulch.
Last year we had an amazing opening ceremony, and one of our Camp Imua campers actually chanted with our kumu that was down there doing our blessing. So that was really powerful for a lot of the paddlers to see one of these kids that they're benefiting down there, chanting and giving them a blessing on their way down the coast. I'm not sure if we'll have the same kind of pow this year for our blessing, but all of our camp kids will definitely be at the finish line, and they'll be awaiting all of the paddlers as they cross the finish line.
I see. So when they're paddling over to Kahului side, how far they go from land?
From land? How
From
far
land?
out?
They're pretty far out. I mean, you can't stay too close to the shore because it's rocky and unexpected. But I mean, I think there's nothing more beautiful than being that far out on a stand-up paddleboard or an OC1. From the ocean, you get a totally different perspective of the island. I just think it's so gorgeous.
I can imagine.
Yeah, or maybe not. Like if you fall in, you think it's a shark.
It's a shark.
Please be dolphins.
Oops.
Please be a dolphin.
Hey, something's following you. Uh-oh.
Maybe he wants to catch a ride to you. Yeah.
No, so many paddlers do that run. It's a well-trodden path. It's a really fun course. It's one of the best courses in the world.
Right.
We're very, very lucky here in Maui.
So you gotta tell them just paddling, no fishing allowed.
No fishing allowed.
No drag lines. But you've got enough people out there that I mean, nothing's going to get in your way because it's going to be a steady stream of paddlers.
Absolutely. And I think it's a buzz too, for the novice paddlers to be out there and seeing all their heroes, probably passing them
in front of them.
but it's an absolute rush. I mean, I still can't believe that Imua Family Services has an event like this behind it. It's really something special, and I really thank everyone at Bluesmiths for making it happen, and everyone at Hawaiian Canoe Club, and all the amazing volunteers, all the amazing planning committee people, Andrea Moeller, everybody who comes out to really support this event, because it's just taken off, and we look for many more successful years to come with this event.
That's exciting. It almost makes me wish I were a paddler. Because I'd like to be out there and have my camera and go, this is so-and-so passing me. This is so-and-so passing me. I was in a race with the greats. Look, here he's passing me.
You can be texting everybody.
But it's good fun.
Yeah, no, it's great fun.
Yeah.
And and even though you have all those pro paddlers out there, I mean, there's the whole feeling at the event is really such, I don't know, a cool vibe.
Yeah.
It's a cool vibe down there.
So at the end of the race, you're at the Hawaiian Canoe Club.
Yes.
And you've got family, friends, the racers, the Camp Imua kids, some of the volunteers. You got your staff and so forth. That's a pretty good sized crowd of people.
Yeah, it's a very good sized crowd, and our Ohana Festival, our finish party, everyone's welcome. There's no cover fee to come down to the hale.
So the public can come.
The public can totally come, and bring your kids. Come and enjoy the keiki activities by Pack Whale, and and enjoy.
Come and watch them cross the finish line.
Come and enjoy.
So Susie can go there.
I can
Yes,
go.
Susie can go. And also, Susie, we have we're doing after the award ceremony, we're doing a prize draw, and we're giving away 2 round-trip tickets on Alaska Airlines. So if that's not reason to come down as a spectator, then I don't know what is.
Anywhere they fly.
Anyone can come down, and
Is it anywhere they fly?
anywhere
Only
they
to
fly,
Alaska?
and they don't do not just to Alaska.
Oh,
And
anyway.
no
Anywhere
blackout
they
days.
fly, and there's no blackout dates.
Ooh.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Especially no blackout days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how it is. You get something and you cannot use on this day, and this day, and this day. So.
Well, you almost always want to go around Christmas time or a time when there is a blackout date.
Right.
So, no,
Right.
perfect.
Wow, that's fabulous. Miley, I can't thank you enough for being with us today. This has been
thank
great.
you. This has been fun.
And your energy level is it's contagious is what it is.
Yes.
It almost makes you want to go out and figure out
Definitely,
how
yeah.
you can.
I know.
Let's see, between
thinking
now,
about it, I don't know.
between now and May 4th, that's only a week and a half.
Next Saturday, the following Saturday.
Following,
the following Saturday.
That's only,
Yeah.
I can't learn enough in a week and a half.
You can.
Uh-huh.
You have done amazing things. You can.
But never on a board.
You're gonna have to get a start for next year.
I think maybe that's a better idea. Yeah, a 1 minute the kayak.
Yeah, or you can maybe put a sail on it too.
I can be on the shore, Susie. Just holding a sign. Go, Susie,
Susie,
go,
go.
Susie.
You run along the shore.
Yeah, okay.
You run along the shore, I'll paddle.
Okay. Hey. All right.
He doesn't have any idea what that shoreline's like, does he?
No, not at all.
No, I run on the highway. Okay.
You can be on one of the chase boats. You can be on one of the chase boats. You can be moral support on one of the chase
I'll be on
boats.
Hana Highway, and then what is that? Kahumanu Avenue.
Can't even see the race from on a highway. Oh boy! If he shows up, don't let him
Don't let
near a
him.
board
Okay, I won't.
or a kayak or anything.
It'll be a liability.
Send
I've
him
been
down.
warned.
Send him down to the finish line and tell
Are
him
you
the
sure?
party's there.
I was gonna wear my cowboy boots.
You're a cowboy
Okay.
and surf shorts.
It's yours.
Hey, you're gonna be gone.
Yeah, that's true.
You're on vacation.
Yeah.
I just happened to think of that.
Yeah, no,
See.
no vacation now, but yeah,
It's
gonna be
true.
gone.
He's gonna be gone. So
Yeah,
Oh,
Here
how
he is.
nice. I hope. Where are you going on vacation?
it's Utah.
Oh,
Utah,
nice.
yeah. So,
So
Provo,
here he is
Provo,
doing
Utah.
all these plans of me getting in shape to get out there and do that, and he's not even going to be here. What are friends for, huh?
Here is
Mate.
Utah.
Here's Utah. Again, Miley, thank you so much, and we wish you all the best of luck. And
It's been a hoot. Thanks so much, guys.
it's going to be a great day that day too. I can see it coming. Thank you, and maybe we'll have you on again before Camp Amua.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys, for having me. I had fun.
Have fun, Miley.
I will. I
And-
will.
To get a hold of somebody to talk about the race, if they have any questions.
So you can call me at the MUA Family Services office. My number there is 808-244-7467, extension 240. And then you can always get on the paddlemua.com website to find out all information about the race, and it also has my contact info there too. And then check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, hashtag Campymua, hashtag Paddlemua.
Oh, wow.
She's got it all.
You guys on
That's terrific.
Facebook too, yeah?
Yes, we are on Facebook.
That's terrific. Thank you so much, Miley.
Thank you.
Have a good week this week, and next week even
I
better.
will. Busy.
Yeah, I'll bet. Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Bye. And now we're going to shift gears. Who we got? Oh, you already said who we have coming up.
Yes, I did, but I can say it again.
Sure.
We have Ray Chandler with us from Community Workday.
Good morning.
And
Afternoon.
good morning this afternoon.
Yes.
And she's got a big announcement. I tell you what, we only have 4 minutes to the break, so let's hold it over
Okay.
that big announcement. Let's just give some teasers,
Oh, okay.
okay?
Definitely.
So where do we start with teasers? What's Community Work Day up to? You just
Well,
had Earth Day.
We just had Earth Day, and we just had the Art of Trash opening.
Oh,
So for all
yeah.
those wonderful art viewers that would like to check out our recycled trash art show, it is at the Maui Mall right now next to the Thai restaurant, and we will be there until May 12th. So the exhibit is open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. until May 12th. And you're welcome to come in. There's no charge for entry. Come in and take a look. We had a record breaking year this year. We had more art pieces entered than we could fit in the room, unfortunately.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
so sad.
Oh.
It's so
wow.
sad.
Is that a sign of the time? That we
It's
had
a-
more trash than
More trash, yes. More trash and more enthusiasm.
Wow.
More education. You know, so over the
That's a
years
good
it's
thing.
grown, and this year we had 100 entries.
Oh my
Wow.
And
goodness.
so, you know, that it's a little space in the Maui Mall that we're so grateful for, but definitely it can't fit everything, you know.
Yes,
so we
yeah.
appreciate everybody who entered the competition, and we have, you know, been actually so fortunate to get some good media coverage of our event and lots of information online on Facebook for those who want to check out not only the actual art pieces, but the fashion portion, which we have a trash and fashion show every year at the same time as the opening of the Art of Trash, and this year it was phenomenal again. And
what was the most outlandish?
oh gosh,
Is there a winner as such?
there is not a
Okay.
competition for the fashion
Okay.
show. It's just kind of like a public display. Lots of schools, and the fashion department at the college. You know, anybody who wants to participate is welcome to come and join us. But things that you just wouldn't imagine. I think to this day, I'm still awestruck by a dress I saw 3 years ago, which was made out of fishing net and VHS cassette tapes woven together.
Gee.
So the fishing net was the platform, but they had woven this VHS, and then which was thicker for the
Right.
body of the dress, and then the top had these tassels coming down, like those 1920s, kind of flapper
Yeah.
kind of style with cassette tape pieces hanging down. And I have never, the work, that lady said it took her 3 months
Oh my
to make that
gosh.
dress.
Ingenious.
So that kind of dedication, I will talk about it for the rest of my life, I think. But phenomenal outfits this year again. Thanks to everyone who participated, either as a model or an artist. It was an excellent, excellent event. And thank you to Whole Foods for sponsoring it.
Wow. And that's going to be on display until...
That's going to be on display until May 12th. So I think a couple of the outfits are actually in the window, too, on some
are they?
mannequins.
Oh.
But you can definitely check out our Trash and Fashion page on Facebook. And also our Art of Trash has its own page on Facebook. And then Community Workday Program has its own page on Facebook. We'll talk more about that later.
Okay. Well, on that note, we're going to take a short break, and then we'll be back with a big announcement.
Aloha from Pacific Source, and thank you for your support over the years. Pacific Source has offered more of what builders and homeowners value most in building materials and cabinet design. We've done this by offering superior customer service and products, as well as by designing kitchens and baths that are intelligent and elegant while staying true to your vision and budget. Visit our showroom in Waikapu in Central Maui, where we display a variety of cabinets as well as top-name appliances like Sub-Zero, Wolf, Viking, KitchenAid, and more. We display countertops, tile and wood flooring, and several brands of windows and doors, including Fleetwood multi-slides and La Cantina folding doors. Come in and talk to our designers about making your dreams become a reality. From concept to completion, we really believe our attention to detail and superior service are what sets us apart. Let us show you what we mean. We are a Pacific Source at 515 East Oahe Way in the Consolidated Base Yard in Waikapu, just off Waiko Road. Call us at 986-0380. That's 986-0380, or look us up online at packsource.com.
I wanted to listen to the whole thing. That was it. Gary's so accommodating. I just love him.
Yes, we love Gary.
He's so cool. Somebody asked me what the music is that is our theme song. What is it, Gary? I put you on the spot.
Susie's song.
Susie's song. I don't think it is, but we'll take it.
It's called Heart to Heart.
Heart to Heart. Oh, I like. Cool. Very
Heart to
good.
heart.
And that's what we're all about. Heart to heart, helping
Definitely.
helping people who need help
Oh, yes.
when they need it.
When they need it.
How they need it. So we've talked about the art of trash, which is cool, and we've got a big announcement that we promised everybody we'd talk about, and I don't dare say we're going to save it to the last 2 minutes of the show. I think we've extended it as long as we can. So tell us, Ray,
We're
the
so
new
excited.
name.
Thank you. Community Workday, after 20 years of being Community Workday, established originally in the 80s by the state legislature. They had Senator Leslie Hara was actually the person who founded Community Workday program on Oahu. A lot of people don't know that, but at that point in time, it was a Neighbors Helping Neighbors organization of people cleaning up trash in various communities and kind of getting together around environmental issues. And then at that point in time, actually, there was an Office of Litter Control under the State of Hawaii Department of Health. And that Office of Litter Control had an office on every island, every county. And here in Maui County, it was kind of in partnership with the Parks Department. But it was here initially as a nonprofit organization that had done Community Workday, was sort of the nonprofit arm of this government litter office. So when the health department in 1996 cut the litter offices across the state, it was incumbent upon Community Workday to kind of continue to carry that mission forward. And that was not only in Maui County, but that was across the state. So at that point in time, Jan Dapitan was acting as the state leader for all of the other affiliates on other islands, and also she was the local affiliate executive director here in Maui County. And so she was steering, Community Workday program up until 2007 when I started at the organization, and Jan also got the opportunity to create a new office called Keep the Hawaiian Islands Beautiful and be the state leader program above all of the affiliates. And so she moved on to that level, and that is when I became the executive director of Community Workday program, and we have diversified since then. Originally we were known, pretty much solely as a litter picking up organization with a variety of community service people. I've had our name confused to be Community Work Release Program, Community Work Day, all at one word. People confused about if it was a day or if it was a program of, an actual organization. Just lots of grayness, I would say, over the years. And just in the last couple of years, having branched out into now recycling in a big way, going to Hana, Molokai, Lanai, providing services that their landfills, don't accept certain items, and trying to help the community to relieve that pressure. participating in a big way in marine debris cleanups, increasing our partnerships, moving into gardens, which was previously not something that Community Work Day program did, and jumping in with the health department again on that big grant for 2 years to do school and community gardens. By the end of that 2 years, which we had initially signed up to do 12 gardens, which then got increased to 16 because that's what was happening anyway. We ended up with 22
Oh my goodness.
gardens
Wow.
at this point in time, of various sizes, some enormous, some acres, like the Lahaina Luna Ag Department's revitalization in partnership with some other businesses in the West Side has enabled whole ag fields to be open for fruit trees and corn and things that are being produced over there, and incredible results. So we've been very fortunate to move in these different directions that have, I think, taken us away from what people think when they say Community Work Day. They don't think of all these different things, and so when somebody says, "Oh, what do you do?" and I say, it's a lot, it's marine and still, graffiti and beautification and roadside cleanups, dump site cleanups, homeless cleanups. It's really become a long list of everything that comes down to we are caring for our environment. Together with the other people, we are caring for Maui Nui in whatever way a person can take action, in whatever way that we have control over, that individuals can still do on a grassroots level. That's what Community Work Day program is here for. And so we came to a point where we believed that it was time to change our name. After 20 years, it was time to sort of rebrand this organization and bring it to the people as this thing that it really is, and say, look at all the things we are. We're not just the things you think, from 10 or 20 years ago. Yeah. So the new name of Community Work Day program is Malama Maui Nui. Malama is to care for, and Maui Nui is where we live. A lot of people don't know that, geologically speaking, back in the day, Maui, Molokai, Lanai, and Kaho'olawe were all one island formed by all those volcanoes, and they had come together in one large landmass known as Maui Nui that over time had eroded and sunk under the ocean to be the islands that we see now. But that idea that we're all connected is real, and we know that, on a county level, and we have honored that ever since we started developing all these programs. There's not a program that we do for Maui that we do not do in some way for the other islands, that we still have gardens over there. We do recycling events for them. We want to make sure that they feel that that sense of caring that's coming from our county. And honestly, we're an organization of do-gooders, that we get called that a lot. But I think, honestly, I like to remind people that we are the county doing good. We are not, the response to a lack of, services provided by the county per se. We are the county providing services to people that they cannot do in other ways. We do get our funding largely from the county, which is really important at this time of year for everybody to understand that, we come to a time of year where we have to say what it is that we did, and what do we do and what is our value. I don't know what the value is for the environment. What is it worth to us to have a clean environment, to teach kids, where food comes from, and to hopefully reduce pressure on agricultural importation in the future. We have to start at some point in time. We're looking at a lot of ag land. What is it going to be 50 years from now? It won't all be houses. It can't be.
I certainly hope not.
It won't be.
Yeah.
There's laws to protect that. Some of it will stay in ag, but will it stay in sugar? Will it, will it stay in pineapple? What kind of ag can we bring to our community? And I think that the more and more you study about food systems, and I'm actually going to law school in a couple months, which is a whole nother huge subject. But the more that I do all this studying, I realize that when we talk about sustainability, if we don't talk about food sustainability, we're not truly sustainable. And all of that carbon footprint and all of that economic factors of things that are shipped in from abroad, when we have the capacity to do it ourselves, we just need the training. We need, the dedication at this point in time. And that's what we're trying to inspire in our community. But what we are offering as Malama Maui Nui is basically a platform for people to be involved in any way that they feel drawn. Not everybody is drawn to litter anymore. Like I think it's pretty clear, that when you have so many different things that can be done, maybe it's better to offer them something else they can do for the environment instead of saying, oh, no, I don't want to pick up litter, so I don't want to do anything at all. Well, okay, paint graffiti then, pick up marine debris, which is a whole other thing because you're outside in the ocean and it's pretty, and you're helping things that you can see direct impact from. And so we're trying to create experiences that people can have where they have that interaction with the environment because it is critically important. I think in the history of the world, honestly, and this is what has motivated me to go to law school, that we're at a point in time where these next generations, meaning the one we're in and the next one, are going to decide our entire human fate. Our existence is based on decisions that are going to be made right now, and we cannot make good decisions if we don't understand what's happening. And you can't understand if you don't participate. Right? So getting involved is the first step to having any awareness of the things that are happening right now to our environment, and we want to offer that to people in Maui County.
Now, just going back in time a little bit, when you, as Community Work Day, when you were doing the pickup, basically you had the days that you did pick up the ocean, clean up, bag it, get the drift and bag it.
Yeah. Litter bugs me.
Yeah, right. All those old things.
Aloha Aina.
Now, that was all ages.
Yes.
That would get out of families, would go out as an entity, as a group, and work. And now you've actually come up with something that all ages can still do in a whole different setting, whether it be at school or some of these plots of land that have been put together. There was one comment on your website that I thought was absolutely great. We didn't inherit these lands from our ancestors. We're borrowing them from our children.
Yes.
Wow.
If you think of it that way, I mean, that's a double hit.
Yes, it is. Yeah, very deep.
Yeah, it is, but we don't think that way.
That's right.
Yes.
By and large, and especially, unfortunately, the decisions that are made and there's a variety of reasons why, but economics definitely shapes our existence today. And there isn't enough attention, I think, paid to the sheer economic magnitude, of value of a healthy forest or value of a healthy coral reef. You can't put a price tag on it because once it's gone, it will not come back in this lifetime or, maybe 100 from now. Islands are important. They teach us a lot about, responsibility and living within your means. I think the continents are experiencing something different than the island communities are in the world today, where endless resources can give you the perception that you don't have to worry about, wasting or taking too much because it's always going to be there. There never was that perception on islands. There always was that knowingness among island people that we have to take care of this. This is all we have. And it's not even ours. It's our children's, right? So that mindset, I feel, needs to be in global planning. It needs to be the thing that leads us forward, because at this point in time, we're at a very, very scary place that I think people prefer not to even know about. I think they honestly, by and large, people would be content to just
blank it out,
not even give a thought to what's happening to our forests here, but we're noticing that there's less rain. There's drought, drought used to be a time of the year. Now it's a all year thing. It's a wow, we have less rain than we did 3 years, for the last 3 years.
And yet people say, hey, we've got the mountains. Why aren't they attracting rain like they always used to?
Because we're losing trees.
Exactly.
Yes. And that's what, thank you for mentioning that, Susie, because actually this year the DLNR is doing something called The Rain Follows the Forest. It's an initiative to educate people about the fact that we're losing our forests. We're losing them. Actually, a lot of it is the deer. It's the deer, the pigs, the things that are running around in the forest, uprooting things. They're not a part of the natural ecosystem, and they're wreaking havoc that, if left unchecked, for 100 years, there's a big impact after that 100 years is over, you know? So that's where we're at a time where deer have been there for a while now. We can see the impacts. We can see the erosion affecting the coral reefs, and we can see the less rain. The DLNR just predicted recently within the last year when they started this initiative that between in the next 15 to 20 years, there will be 20 to 40% less rain.
Wow, from now.
That's one generation. That's not even, 100 years from now. If we are facing anything close to 40% less rain or 30 or even 20, and we have drought conditions now, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? You know, so it's all about planting.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So what do? We know this is coming. We prepare for it, right? So getting people involved. What can you do today? I can plant a tree. I can help with a restoration project. You know, that's what I can do.
Right, but this also kind of comes down to the schooling, you know, for our children. What are we teaching our kids, you know, what we're telling them? Because that has to be, you know, when they're growing up, to be already planted, and then we need the trees.
Yeah.
Water might be renewable, but, you know, there needs to be enough dishes, enough places to catch the water and to contain the water and all of these things. So
you're right, and that's what I think is what we're trying to do, you know, and it's a slow process, but we are trying to start with kids. You know, we all know that the way to change the future is not the adults, it's in the children.
Right.
And so we do so much education, you know, with the smaller groups of kids that we get to work with. But, you know, it's hard to do any kind of school-wide education these days with all of the DOE, you know, benchmarks and standards and trying to test high. And I don't want to do anything else that's not going to make our kids test high, you know, on this test. And so we are sort of working within the after-school programs, you know, and the Boys and Girls Club kinds of things, you know, where we're able to reach out and get some attention, you know, because one of my favorite things is a saying that in order to make a difference, basically, in order to take action to make a change, you have to understand something. And in order to understand in order to make a change, you have to care about it. If you care about it, that means you have to understand it. And if you understand it, you have to experience it. And our kids are not experiencing nature anymore. They're not even aware, you know, of what we have. And so our job is to bring children into nature, to create that awareness. And families take part in that. Parents, grandparents, they teach kids to value the environment, and that's how we're going to change the future. But it starts with all of us and what we can do. So welcome to Malama Maui Nui. Please.
Isn't that cool? I like it.
Wow, yeah.
Please feel free to reach out to us. All of our information is the same. So our phone number is still 877-2524. All of our email addresses still will take you to Malama Maui Nui. It doesn't have to be a new email address in this interim change. We're leaving everything the same so that you can still contact us by any means that you did all these years.
Now, see, everybody out there, wasn't that worth the wait to find out what Community Work Day has become? It's everything. I mean, it's everything to do with the environment.
Malama Maui Nui.
There you go.
Wow.
Yes.
Sounds nice, yeah.
Thank you.
So we are, thank you for joining us today on the Maui Nonprofit Notes. This show is sponsored as a community service by Pacific Source, the Builder's Choice. If you are building or remodeling your home, please stop by their showroom in the Waikapu Base Yard. The Maui Nonprofit Directors Association's mission is to provide personal and professional support to nonprofit executive directors, their organizations, and the community of Maui.
And today we visited with Miley John of the Camp Imua coordinator for Imua Family Services, and with Ray Chandler of Community Work Day, now known as
Malama Maui Nui.
Got to get into that.
I know.
MMN.
Yes.
Hi, Mama. Hello. That is a tongue twister. Whoa. Ouch. Ouch. Anyway, you can reach them at 244-746. Whoops, I'm sorry. That's the wrong one. You can reach them at 877-2524. For Paddle Imua, call 244-7467. And we'll be here next week, same time, same place. And Gary's...